Hello, everyone, and welcome to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria. Today we are talking about the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction happening on April 20th of 2024. So hold on to your hats here, folks. We've got a lot of information coming out here. We're going to talk about the significance of this particular transit. We're going to talk about what this may impact, not just for ourselves, but also for the world a little bit as well. So we're going to pull some cards for each individual sign as well, which is what I'm doing while I'm talking. And we're going to see where this is going to likely have the most significance for you. So the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, what the hell is it? Why am I hearing about it all over the place, right? So this is a coming together of planets. Okay, a conjunction is one of the most powerful aspects in astrology. Okay, this is the fusing of planetary energies. This conjunction intensifies the characteristics. Okay, it's about action, self-projection. It's a very dominant kind of flow of energy, and it can be really positive for us. But it is an amplification of the energies of these planets. So Jupiter, of course, is known as our planet of expansion and growth, the higher mind, our philosophical outlook on life. Jupiter brings us some good luck, good fortune, abundance, all right, all of this kind of stuff. It helps us along our path of growth. But Jupiter also expands everything it touches, which can be super duper positive, or it can be a little bit challenging sometimes, right? But it's always for our best and highest good. So Jupiter can bring us a lot of wonderful things. Uranus, modern ruler of Aquarius, Jupiter is attached to Sagittarian energy. But Uranus, working together with Jupiter, this can bring about massive expansions of consciousness, of growth, of evolution in multiple areas of our world. Uranus is the planet of change, invention, reformation, science, technology. This is a planet of rebellion here as well, right? So think about when you're a teenager and you're pushing the boundaries, you're pushing the envelopes, you're rebelling against the status quo because you're like, this just doesn't freaking make sense, right? And so you're pushing that envelope. This is Uranus energy coming in here. Uranus can also help liberate us, bring us freedom from oppression, freedom from stagnation, right? So we can really kind of, in the Uranus energy, anything goes, okay? Uranus is the modern ruler of Aquarius. Think of, if you're familiar with tarot, think of the Fool card. Jump right in. Take a giant leap forward. I don't know what the future is going to hold, but it's better than where I am right now, right? It's filled with excitement, a sense of wonder, a sense of adventure, right? But it's like, I'm just going to take that flying leap forward. And so it can be really wonderful. But of course, any kind of evolution can bring about change and deconstruction of something that has been built up right now, right? It's like I'm breaking free. Taurus, which is where this conjunction is happening. Taurus energy is ruled by Venus, okay? So Venus is, of course, the planet of love and beauty, art, pleasure, harmony, but Venus can also be about our resources as well, right? Taurus is very much in charge of our security, our money, our food, things attached to the earth, Taurus being a fixed earth sign. So when we've got fixed earth energy coupled with the expansive energy of Jupiter and the revolutionary energy of Uranus, okay, we can really be experiencing some groundbreaking or ground shaking kind of energies. This particular conjunction hasn't happened in 80 years. All right, it's a big deal. We do get a Jupiter-Uranus conjunction about every 13 or 14 years, which in and of itself isn't that common. The last one was 2010. The one before that would be 1997. So think about those years. Where were you in your life? What was evolving? What was changing? What were you breaking away from? Where were you finding yourself freedom, liberating yourself from? Was it a way of thinking? Was it a relationship? Was it a job? Was it just a way of being? What was it, right? Because chances are over that year is where things were really starting to happen for you. Will things happen right on the day of the conjunction? Maybe if you have Jupiter as your ruler, Uranus as your ruler, if you have Taurus, sun, moon, or rising, this could also be very intense, very impactful for you. So things could happen right around the time of the conjunction, but for the most of us, it's going to evolve and it's going to progress over the course of the next year or two. But look back on those previous conjunctions. Where were you? The last Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus 80 years ago, 1941. Where was the world in 1941? At the height of the Second World War. But this is a time when the world power shift was changing, being realigned. But this is also brought in, so it brought in some struggles and strife and pain and hurt and all that kind of stuff. But it also brought in some interesting things. It brought in, this is when women stepped into the workforce. This is when women took over traditionally male-held roles in factories and in farms and all kinds of areas, right? So this is where women really rose to the occasion to, to show that they were capable, just as capable of any dude, right? And so this in and of itself brought about some great energies, people coming together, people stepping up to the plate. And, this brought about some, a lot of changing energies for how women were treated in the workplace and this kind of thing. Granted, we still have some inequalities and things like that. Evolution is slow, right? But it brought in this big shift in how we get our food or how we produce our food or how the world operates and all this kind of stuff, right? So it brought in some, at the height of some real massive change in the global structures. But it brought in some solutions to that as well, right? So big, massive world events can happen when we get this energy. But chances are when we experience this conjunction, the massive shift in world energies is already happening. And we're kind of seeing that now, right? We're seeing a struggle for dominance and things like that. We're seeing some, wars and things like that are breaking out. We always have something going on in the world, don't we? But this just feels a little bit bigger, doesn't it? The people are starting to rebel because don't forget, while this is all happening, we are in an era of Pluto in Aquarius, right? Those damned Aquarians, right? We are in the age of Aquarius. So Pluto in Aquarius is about power to the people taking their power back. So you can see kind of how this is all unfolding. But how does it unfold for you? Right? This is what you really want to know. You could be experiencing some surprises, some luck, some major epiphanies right now. You might find yourself as we embrace this conjunction and as we move forward, you might find that you're being a little bit more productive. You're starting new projects. Maybe you're finishing up some things. You're gaining some wisdom, some insight. Maybe you're changing and shifting. You're finding some personal freedoms. Maybe you're following a goal, something that you've always wanted to do. You might be reviving some things in your life. This can make you and help you make some massive leaps forward in changing your life for the better, right? It can bring in some wonderful things, but it's also with that little side element of caution as well. But when we're expanding our mind, right, and we're embracing our wisdom and gaining new insights and things they just get a little bit more interesting along our way. So this can be some really great things that happen, but when we're bringing in great things, we need to also clean out some old, right, and make some significant changes. So this can be a really wonderful and really rewarding energy, but it can also be one where we do need to do just a little bit of work. So great time to do some meditation. This can be a wonderful day to do some manifestation work. To set some intentions, right? Because we could bring in a little bit of luck. Don't forget, we've got Jupiter here. So you could have a lucky break. You could have some intellectual breakthroughs. You could have some breakthrough at work, in a relationship. You can also be breaking free. Let's face it, right? But you could have a streak of luck, right? So, we can have some wonderful stuff going on. So it's not, while there's some challenging things, doesn't have to be scary or doom and gloom, right? So embrace the good and invite change in your life. Go with the flow. Okay, don't resist change, and this is going to help you to navigate certainly this conjunction, but also the rest of 2024. Be aware of what's going on in the world around you, okay, but remember to live your life internal and project that external, okay? It's very easy to get caught up in the news, which we quite often don't even know what's real anymore. It's easy to get caught up in that external energy and allow that to affect our inner world. Okay. A little bit of discernment is necessary, right? Boundaries are necessary, and a little bit of balance is necessary, right? Be aware of what's going on externally in the world and situations and things around you, but know that there are some things that you can change. There's some things that maybe are beyond your ability to change, but you can project your energy out there and have that ripple effect out onto the world, right? And you can project your love and light. And if enough people do that and embrace that positive energy and send that out, the ripple effect, eventually we create a tidal wave of wonderful, wonderful energy of love, of light energy, of positivity, right? And it's been proven to work. It's been proven to help us shift in a positive way. So let's get right into some cards for each one, each sign. Okay, watch your sun and rising sign specifically. If you don't know your rising sign, you can just hop on the website, hop on Mr. Google there, and just go and look up your birth chart. For your rising sign to be accurate, you do need your place of birth, your date, obviously, and your time of birth, because your rising sign is the sign that was rising on the horizon when you were born. Okay, so if you don't know that, we do tend to use about noon for that to see, but most accuracy is that time you were born. So let's get right into it. We're going to put all the timestamps below. We're going to start with Aries and then continue on from there. Hello there, Aries. This conjunction is going to be happening in your second house of money, your resources, how you make your money, how you spend your money. This also is an area of your values, your worth, right? It's also about your habits. Okay, so because this is an expansive energy, and it can be a little bit quick moving sometimes as well. Okay, be aware, be mindful of your money and your resources, how you make it, how you spend it, what are your habits around money, and try and avoid impulsivity. Okay, it's going to be a good time for you to double check your facts and figures. If something seems too good to be true in a financial aspect, make sure that you're seeing things in reality. Taurus deals with reality, right? Just make sure that you double check everything before you make an impulsive move with your money. It'll probably save your hide in the future, but you can have some great things happening and changing on your financial front. So this can be really good. But again, just make sure that you are double checking things and you're taking things a little bit slowly or taking a practical approach at things. All right. Your second house is ruled by Venus and it is Taurus energy. So this conjunction is going to have one of the biggest impacts on you. So a second house, not a bad place for that, but you could have some surprises. And of course, surprises can bring money in, but it can also potentially take some money away. So again, just make sure that you're taking some practical steps to build up a nest egg or keep some money in your bank account. We have card number 44 here, Unexplained Wonder. I love that you've got 44 because 4 is the number associated with Jupiter. Grounding, stability, 2 4s together brings abundance into your life. So Unexplained Wonder, magical blessings and miracles are occurring in your life. All of your prayers are answered now. So manifest away, okay, and be open to receive. We have future energy coming in here and being activated on your light code for you guys. So this is a reminder here to plan for the future, especially financially, right? Your second house, there's your money for the future. Are you putting away any money for the future? Do you have a retirement savings account at all? Are you making investments? Are your investments safe and secure? Or are you a little bit of a risk taker? Time to take a look at that. Okay. There can be some shakeups and things like that, especially right about now. So now is the time, especially if you're seeing this reading before the conjunction happens. Now is the time to have a look at your investments. Do they involve the stock market, things like that? Because Taurus can have to do with money, and with this energy coming in globally, there can be some disruptions in our money markets. Okay, so just to have a look, or do you feel like your investments are safe and secure, or are they high risk? And maybe you want to have a look at that. Okay, are you comfortable with that? You only want to invest, or you only want to risk what you're willing to lose, right? Yes, the rewards can be great, but sometimes that can be taken away. So just have a look at that, because there might be some things going on globally that might not be within your control. But plan for the future. The future is now. Uranus brings us in for our future, helps us clear the path for our future. And so what does the future look like to you? We have the Seven of Wands coming in here. So you might need to put the brakes on something. The Seven of Wands is about turning around, facing our challenges, struggles, facing something head on. But we draw the line in the sand with the Seven of Wands. We're confident in ourselves. We're clear in our convictions. Okay. But we put the brakes on. We're like, nope, ye shall not pass. Right. So there might be a lot of things coming at you, or there might be a lot of things going on. And this is where you are saying, nope, not today. Hold on a second. We're moving too fast. I need to make sure that I'm seeing things clearly. This can be where you put up your own personal boundaries, especially your second house, where your spending habits, right? Maybe you even need to advocate for your money and your finances. Great. Might be a good time for you to ask for a loan. Or not necessarily a loan, a raise. Thank you very much. May pay off a loan, maybe. Might be a good time for you to ask for a raise if you're in that particular position, right? Because the Seven of Wands is where you can advocate for yourself and others, where you can speak your truth, speak your mind, and you're confident. But you're also willing to make changes, because sometimes if the answer coming back is no, at least you know, right? And then you can make different changes for your future, right? But sometimes you can advocate for yourself, and you can really articulate yourself quite well, and you can get some rewards out of this. You could be the person who leads the charge and advocates for the rest of your family or your workplace, right? You might be that chosen one. You're full of fire, right? So this can be where you do stand your ground in some way. So embrace that energy. It's a great one. And look at that. We have manifestation card, the secrets to manifestation. So message for you here. Money doesn't bring happiness, but happiness brings money. If you keep thinking that you need money, then you will keep attracting needing money. You have to find a way of being happy now, of feeling good now, of being in joy now, without the money, because those great feelings are what attracts money. Very important. We attract the energy we embrace. I need this, I need this, I need this, I need this. Well, then you always need it, right? So keep that in mind on your journey, on your money, okay? That's what I have for you, Aries. Thanks for watching. We're going to move on now to Taurus. Hello, Taurus. All eyes on you on this eclipse, hey? Or on this conjunction, not eclipse, on this conjunction, right? This is happening in your sign. So this is going to be impacting you the most. This is happening in your first house. Your first astrological house has to do with you, your goals, your vision of your future. This has to do with your appearance, your attitude, your approach to life. And so you could be really in this energy embracing some big, bold moves, some big changes. You might be making some changes to your appearance. You might be really looking at the future and saying, what is holding me back from my goals and my dreams? And you're embracing some change. Now, because you are a fixed earth sign, right, you like to dig in your heels, okay? And you're not necessarily always a fast mover. So in this energy, this is a perfect opportunity for you to be reminded that whatever it is you want, you can achieve your goals and your dreams. Okay. Everything is within reach for you. Use these planetary energies to help you to get out of a rut, to get unstuck, and to help you think about, expand your mind, help you think about what your vision of the future looks like to you, and then to help you move yourself forward and take some action, take some initiative. Okay. So it can be very important for you guys. All right. But big energy for you. And we have amble with contentment coming out here first for you guys. Card number 9. Waiting rather than acting is going to be most advantageous now, right? And yes, that's exactly what we just said, is that take a step back, think about the future. What does it look like to you? What is your vision? And then use these energies to help make change and propel yourself forward. And one of the big themes that we've got throughout the month of April in all of this wonderful energy is to take a step back, take things slowly, and make a plan, a practical plan, and then take action, right? And so this is what this energy does. Taking that step back, looking at the big picture, Jupiter energy, look at where you want to go, what do you envision for your future, Uranus, and then boom, embrace that change and take that action, okay? So taking a step back right now, Taurus, it's not a bad idea. And remember, this conjunction may not necessarily bring in any changes or anything like that for you on that particular day. Granted, it is in your sign, okay? So it's going to impact you the most, but it may unpack a little bit more slowly, okay? But it certainly can initiate something in your life. We have the infinite coming in here. Very interesting because this is another card number 9. Okay, so you got 99 coming out here. Okay, the infinite. You have the ability to embrace the infinite possibilities, the infinite abundant, the infinite potential, the infinite wonder, mysteries, magic, and all the wonderful things that the universe has to offer. Anything is possible now for you, Taurus. Okay, so embrace that energy and embrace that mindset. Okay, because this is super important. With the 9s, there's a completion of something here for you. Okay, so this can be where you're recognizing that maybe there's a certain cycle or situation or something in your life where you need to tie up some loose ends, or you need to finish something, or you need to get some closure, and then you're free and you're clear to start something new. 9s are about seeing something through to completion. All right, look up the number 99 and see what other messages are there for you, because there's probably going to be some more. We've got the 4 of Wands here for you as your tarot card. Perfect time to take a step back. Four of Swords is about rest, relaxation, calm, peace. It's about finding your inner peace, and it's also a card of meditation. So again, take that step back, contemplate, connect with your energy before taking a leap forward. We do need to have a nap. We do need to have a rest before springing into action. That way we have the energy to do what we need to do. Okay, so with the 4 of Swords, though, this does bring you a sense of calm, stability, inner peace, outer peace, but it is also one of meditation. So it's a great time for you to embrace your energy, connect with your energy, and really connect with spirit at this time as well. A little bit of meditation will really serve you well. Live your dream on the inside first. Okay. You guys all saw me at the very beginning of this video laying out the cards. I haven't changed anything. So all of these are very much hammering this home. The calm before the storm here, Taurus, okay? Live your dream on the inside first. See it in your mind and feel it in your heart until it feels completely real to you, and then it will manifest in your life, right? So take a step back, go within. Very important for you guys, okay? So that message has repeated a couple of times there, so we're going to leave that there, let that speak for itself. But look up the meaning of 99, okay? That's going to say something else to you and spark something else in you. We're going to leave that there for you, Taurus. I thank you for watching. We are moving on now to Gemini. Hello, Gemini. Okay, you're really going to want to pay attention to your dreams during this conjunction, okay? Anything the few days leading up to it, the few days after it, all right? This is happening in your 12th astrological house. So there could be some ending coming in here for you, but it's opening the door, it's opening the path, it's clearing the way to a new beginning, a new tomorrow, a bigger, better, brighter future. There may be something in your world that has been holding you back, right? This could be something external holding you back or something internal. Your 12th house has to do with your subconscious, right? So there could be something here that is coming to light for you and where you're going to deal with it. You're going to recognize it and you're going to blow it out of the water, right? This is what has been holding me back. Is it fear? Is it lack of confidence? Is it just the fact that I'm confused? I don't know what I want. So you might be getting some answers here at this particular time. The 12th house does have to do with your dreams, okay? Your spiritual side, very spiritual energy. Find time to meditate, to connect with nature, look up at the stars, whatever that looks like to you. Find some quiet space because there could be some major epiphanies that come in here for you. Very spiritual house is the 12th house. Okay, but you could also be getting some surprises at this time as well. Be insightful and established. Ground and rebalance your energy. There you go. Bring your awareness into the now rather than allowing it to occupy the past or the future. And this is going to be really important, okay, because it is important to be present and focused. It is important to ground, protect your energy when we've got major things going on like this. But this is a reminder to live their life in the here and the now, not to linger and dwell on the past. And again, there might be something here that comes up that you have an opportunity to clear away. But this is also, don't live your life too much in the future either. What you do today, the actions you take today, the decisions that you make today, the energy that you project today is all what dictates our tomorrow and our future. Certainly look to the future, Uranus energy. Certainly look to the future. Where do I want to go? Where do I envision myself? What am I dreaming about for my future? But then bring your energy back to the forefront, back to the today. Okay, because this is where you're going to have the biggest impact on your tomorrow. So just be reminded about that. We have the right foot arch energy here as well. Now, this is a light code activating for you here. So in the right foot arch, okay, this you might be, if you are experiencing any kind of stiffness or knots, maybe get a Charlie horse in your right foot arch, okay, this can indicate that you've got some blocks preventing you from stepping forward, right? We step forward with our feet. Okay, this can represent that you're planted and you're rooted in something here, but you need to release it in order to move forward. If you are, but when you take care of those things, when you take care of like the little twings and pangs and the knot that might be in your foot or in your arch, when you take care of that, this is where you can step forward. This is where you can make that giant leap and get out of the starting gate there. So sometimes our energy, our blocks manifest in our bodies. Okay, so for some of you, this could be there right now. For others of you, this is saying to you here, step forward. Okay, it's time for you to break free. It's time for you to start something new, or it's time for you to expand in some way. And it's time for you to put your foot forward and take that first step, whatever that looks like to you. We have the Six of Pentacles here for you guys. Some of you are receiving something wonderful. You might be receiving a gift somewhere around this conjunction. So a few days before, a few days after, possibly. Okay, so some of you could be getting a gift right here, right now in the present moment. And Six of Pentacles is where something comes back to you. Now, this can be some money, maybe a bonus, a raise. You might get some surprise, right? Maybe you find some money in your pocket. You could get a little lottery win, perhaps. You have the luck of Jupiter coming in here for you guys, so it could be something quite nice. Someone could help you, right? People helping people. This is all about the Six of Pentacles energy. It's also about finding balance, all right? Getting things in alignment for yourself and then allowing the magic to happen. That can be really wonderful. Okay, when things are balanced and aligned, we feel a lot better about things. But this is a reminder here in this energy that what you put out there, the energy that you put out, the good that you put out there, the vibes that you put out there, good or bad, they come back to you multiplied, right? So it's all about being in the flow. The Six of Pentacles is a circulatory energy and things circulating back to you. So don't be afraid to help other people, to put your energy out there, but also be consciously aware of the energies that you are putting out there, okay? Because we want the good to flow back to you. We want wonderful things to flow back to you, right? So if you put out negativity, you get back negativity. If you put out, lack energy, you get back lack energy, right? So we want to put out energies of abundance and positivity and happiness and joy and all of these wonderful things, and that's what you get those back, all right? So just be a little bit aware of that. Your heart is the seat of your power, okay? The secret to manifestation. Here's a way to instantly stop a downward negative spiral. Focus on your heart. Breathe in deeply, keeping your focus on your heart, and concentrate on feeling love in your heart. Breathe out while keeping your focus and feeling the love in your heart. Repeat this a total of 7 times. You will feel more peaceful, you will feel lighter, and the negative thoughts and feelings will have stopped. Very important message there for you. That's what I have for you, Gemini. I'm going to leave that there. Good luck in this conjunction. Remember, don't get impatient because this can play out over a period of time for some of you, but some of you get a little bit of exciting something right here, right now. But I thank you guys for watching, and we're going to move on now to Cancer. Hello there, Cancer. This conjunction is happening in your 11th astrological house. Ooh la la. Your 11th house can be really wonderful for you guys, all right? This has to do with your wishes, your hopes, your dreams. Some of you could have a wish coming true right now, or you are recognizing what it is that you want. Great day for some manifestation work for you. Okay, but the 11th house also has to do with your liberty, your freedom. So what do you need to free yourself from? Some of you could have something that is clearing away from your life, maybe on this day or as the next few months progress, okay? But this is activating some powerful changes for you. The 11th house is ruled by Uranus, okay? So with this, you could have some evolution. You could have some changes going on in your social networks. You could be meeting new people. You could be expanding your connections, right? Or you could be looking to see, okay, who do I feel connected with? What social groups do I feel connected with? Do I need to let some things go? Do I need to go dark? Do I need to find new people, right? All of that kind of stuff. The 11th house also is about putting yourself out there and helping others in some way, giving back to your community, giving back to other people, so you could find yourself helping other people, or maybe finding new ways to help your people around you or your community. You could be getting some new electronics. You could also have something that breaks, just saying, okay? And then that means you have to buy something new, right? Or maybe get something repaired. The 11th house has to do with technology. Can also have to do with the future. All right, seeing your future, making changes for your future, making plans for your future, and having a successful future. So this can bring in some nice sparkly energy for you guys. But yes, this is going to have an impact on you because the 11th house is ruled by Uranus, right? So you got an extra energetic boost there for you guys. We have card 39, back on task for you guys. Be sure you're using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider reviewing your goals, your schedule, or a project you're working on. All could use some fine tuning. So yeah, reflect on who you're connected with, reflect on where you want to go to your future, people in your life, things in your life right now, and what are you wishing for? Are the things, the people, the situations in your life right now in alignment with your future wishes and goals, your today wishes and goals? If not, change afoot for you guys. We have co-creation coming in here, light code activating for you. This is awesome. And this is a reminder that we are always in partnership with the universe, that we are always creating with the universe. We are a co-creator. Us, the universe, the energies all around us, and there are things being created in your life. You have the ability to create things in your life, right? Where are you putting your energy? Where are you putting your thoughts? Where are you putting your attention? This is what is amplifying in your life right now. But trust in your partnership with the universe, right? Quite often, a lot of people get caught up in, things like manifestation, and I do have manifestation cards coming out here for you, okay? But we get caught up in the fact, okay, I set my intentions, I gave it to the universe, and now I'm just waiting for some action to happen. And the thing is that we do forget that in a partnership, okay, I do something, you receive something, you do something or give something back to me. And so we put our intentions out there in the universe. The universe says, awesome, I hear you, no problem. And then the universe will open a door for us or show us an opportunity, give us an idea. And then it's up to us to take the next level. It's like a game of tennis, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And if we see that seed of opportunity or that door opening, if we choose not to go through it, then the game stops, game over, right? So we got to start again. And so we forget that sometimes, that the best things come in as a seed of opportunity or a door opening or a bright spark of inspiration or an idea. And it's up to us to take that ball, to take that opportunity and run with it. And it's that symbiotic energy back and forth. So we're always co-creating with the universe. Remember that. But there's something being created right here, right now. Set some intentions, okay? And get started on your manifestation journey. But there's some big changes ahead for you. Awesome. We've got the Temperance card coming out here for you guys as well. This is great. This is Sagittarian energy ruled by Jupiter. So you've got Jupiter and Uranus both at play for you guys here. Temperance brings things together for you, brings things into alignment for you. The Temperance card is a reminder, one day at a time, one step at a time, everything in moderation. Okay, be calm, be patient in your energy, but be open and receptive as well. There could be something being healed for you at this time, but you can also really be embracing your personal power. The Temperance card can bring in some spiritual alchemy here. So your connection with spirit, your connection with the universe is very much on point for you here. There's a little bit of magic in the air for you guys here right now. Great time for you to take a step back and to do some meditation, some contemplation, and do a little bit of energy work or manifestation work for you right now. This is quite often coming in as a guardian angel card or a spirit card, and the spirit is listening. Okay, so work with that energy, but this does bring about a sense of calm, of peace, of forgiveness, and healing as well. Okay, so we can really expand our mind, expand our energies, and expand our future by empowering ourselves to forgive, to release, to let go, and reminding ourselves that life is a marathon, not a sprint. And when we take things one day at a time, we will achieve what we want to achieve, and we will find what we're looking for. The world needs your happiness. A life of suffering or unhappiness and a life deprived of the things that you most want does not help the world. But your happiness, your abundance, and your life lived to the fullest uplifts the entire world. Wherever you happen to be right now, embrace the positive, embrace the happy, embrace the joy, find something to be happy and grateful for, and that way, and express that to the universe, and that way we will receive more things to be grateful and happy for. That's what I have for you guys. I thank you guys for watching. Good luck on this conjunction, and we are now going to move on to Leo. Hello there, Leo. You're going to be experiencing this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in your 10th house. So this is your house of your career, your reputation, your public image. This is also where you can get some rewards and recognition here for yourself. So this could be where something along your career path is paying off for you right now. This may be a really great time for you to set some intentions or to receive a promotion, a raise, a bonus, that kind of thing, or maybe just a little bit of public accolades. This can be potentially for you guys a really great time for you to expand your horizons on your career path as well. You might be considering going back to school to increase your earning potential. Maybe you need a couple little courses under your belt, right? If you're trying to go from like just a worker bee up to managerial position or something, maybe you need a couple of management courses or something like that. Or, if you're looking to, really get a little bit more technical knowledge, right? You might be taking some courses with that. When we talk about going back to school, this doesn't necessarily mean that we're going back full time for like a 4-year degree, but although you could be potentially doing that too, but it's with the purpose of moving forward and expanding your horizons in your career path. So this can be really awesome energy for you. This really does speak to your ambition, your drive, determination. Of course, Jupiter, we expand things. This can be where you do get some success. And Uranus can also help you to make some wonderful evolutionary changes along your path as well. Perhaps some of you are focusing a little bit more on your technology, but this can potentially be a bright and shiny house for you guys. But remember that Uranus also is about a little bit of rebellion and also freedom, right? Liberty from something. So if you've been feeling like you're stuck in a stagnant career path, anything like that, then this can be where you're kind of maybe shaking some things up, right? So this can be wonderful opportunity for some changes. We have Empower Yourself coming out here first for you guys. And this is tune into your personal power. You are more than able to handle the situation facing you. Allow yourself to be strong, beautiful person that you are capable of being. Beautiful energy really does speak to your ability to make some changes or to find that success that you're looking for, even to advocate for yourself as well. Right? And sometimes we need to take the first step. Sometimes we need to be bold and we need to be brave to get something done and to make something happen. So it's your opportunity to be that little mover and shaker. We have As Above, So Below coming in here for you as well. And I love this. This is a reminder that if you think it, if you can envision it, if you can create it, you can bring it into reality. As above, so below, harnessing the power of the universe and bring this into reality. It speaks to your ability to manifest things into your life, to create opportunities for yourself, and to really follow your goals and dreams and open doors and make positive change. So remember, the energy that you put out there is what you attract back to you, right? And so all of the actions that you take as well, right, of move forward in a positive way, make positive changes for yourself. And yes, letting things go and walking away from something that doesn't allow you any more growth or opportunities, that is brave energy, and you'll be rewarded for that as well. But remember, your powers to manifest things into your physical world are very much on point. They always are. We've got a little bit of energetic boost and energetic activation coming in here for you guys. All right. So manifest your intentions, your desires, your dreams, your goals, and trust in the universe. Be open for opportunities. Be open for, those small seeds of potential that can grow into something wonderful. So beautiful energy there for you guys. We've got the Queen of Swords here as well. So if you need to speak, now is the time. The Queen of Swords is a very decisive energy. The Queen of Swords is about being open and receptive, but also seeing the truth, seeing the being honest with yourself, being honest with others. This is an energy of discernment as well, knowing what is good, knowing what is not good, knowing what you want, knowing what you don't want, and willing to put up some boundaries for yourself. The Queen of Swords is very open to conversation, but is also very much just a little bit, how should we say, a little bit guarded with emotions. So this might be a time for you where you really do need to trust your intellect, trust your wisdom, trust your intuition, rather than be guided by emotion. Emotions are an important part of things that we do every single day. Emotions that we attach to manifestations are also incredibly important. But if you are, let's say it's your time to really use all of your experiences to your advantage, right? Make some more money, make some bold career moves, whatever that happens to be, give a presentation, right? We do sometimes need to check our emotions at the door in that moment, right? So there could be something here that you want to do, that you want to try, or that you are stepping into where you are going to at least temporarily need to leave your emotions at the door and rely on your crown chakra, your third eye chakra, your throat chakra, right? And to speak things into reality, to articulate yourself in a really wonderful way, to have that important conversation and really get your point across. It's a feminine energy with the Queen of Swords. So this isn't necessarily like, barging into someone's office, full of piss and vinegar, right? This is more walking into someone's office and saying, something like, hey, do you have a minute? I'd like to have a conversation, and really approaching things from a very calm perspective and in a very calm way. You tend to get a little bit more done that way. But the Queen of Swords can also be about where you are ready to receive something as well. But you are being discerning, what is right for me, what's not right for me, what is going to really allow me to grow and prosper as I move forward, and what is going to keep me stuck, because the Queen of Swords energy is very much about putting up boundaries or cutting things out. We can use that sword to detach, right? Detach from things that are keeping you stuck, stagnant, and keeping you in your comfort zone, which typically isn't very comfortable. But yes, speak things. Your words hold great weight. Your intentions hold great weight. And really manifest, really set some intentions. You can harness a lot of really good positive vibes from this conjunction. Yes, sometimes things do get shaken up, right? We've got to let things crumble away to make room for the new. And sometimes it can be quite uncomfortable in order to do that. But when we come out on the other side and then we reflect back, we're like, oh my goodness, this was actually the best move I've ever made. So get ready to make some moves. We have Choose Happiness Now coming in here for you. This is the secret manifestation card, so some keys on your journey to manifesting things. And Choose Happiness Now. Resistance blocks your desires from coming to you. You create resistance in yourself by feeling anxious or worried about receiving what you want. You will melt away those negative feelings that are causing resistance and blocking delivery when you find a way to feel happy now, before receiving your desires. And that's where we need to embrace that emotion, right? Sometimes we need to check it at the coat check on the way into a situation, but sometimes we need to embrace it. Believe that anything that you want in your life is here now. Be happy for everything that you have here now, and you will absolutely get more things to be happy for. That's what I have for you guys. I hope there was something here. Good luck with this energy, this conjunction. Remember, it's going to unfold for a while, right? So this is just the initiation of it. So embrace it, keeping our options open, keep those doors open, but be ready for some action. Thank you guys for watching. We're going to move on to Virgo. Hello there, Virgo. We have this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction happening in your 9th astrological house. So this can be a really great opportunity for you to expand your mind. The 9th house is ruled by Jupiter. Okay, so this is packing an extra punch for you guys. Use this energy. Expand, grow, manifest abundance into your life. Celebrate your success. You might be really experiencing a little bit of extra luck on your side over the next little while. You might just find that things are aligning for you in quite a magical way. Work with the energy of Jupiter. It's going to be really important for you. Part of how you can work with Jupiter, by the way, is to do a little bit of candle work. Jupiter loves fire and thunder and lightning, right? Jupiter also loves the color purple. There's multiple ways you can work with Jupiter. And this can really help you to, attract all the wonderful good things in your life. The Uranus energy can really help you to kind of unlock your true potential, but also kind of really see your visions of the future, right? Where do you want to evolve? Where do you want to grow? What do you want to change, right? So there might be some very unexpected happenings that go on for you in the next little while. They could be a little bit uncomfortable because Uranus kind of propels you out of your comfort zone, and Jupiter helping it along. Okay, so something may kind of come in as a little bit of a surprise or out of left field. But with the ninth house energy, you could really be having a look at what you believe in, believe in yourself, and you could really be experiencing some changes, right? And especially, you're watching tarot readings, you're watching astrology, things like that. This is where maybe your belief systems are changing a little bit, and, you want to learn a little bit more. You found a subject or a topic that interests you, and it's like you've opened up, you've gone down a rabbit hole, you've opened up this, this curiosity in you. How does the world really work? What are the laws of the universe? What does this mean? What does this mean? So, and even if it's not in those subjects, right, this is that time where your mind is thirsty for knowledge, for information, and information can really, really be very important for us, right? The more you know, the better off you are. Sometimes, well, sometimes not, but sometimes it's nice to be in the dark about things, but this is not about being in the dark. This is about opening up. The ninth house does have to do with learning things, your higher mind. So some of you are considering going back to school, perhaps. This can be a great time for that. Some of you here are trying to figure out how to blend your new belief systems or your evolving belief systems. Uranus, the great awakener, right? With the old, with the traditional, right? How do I fuse those together? So you could be trying to figure out those kind of things, but there's also probably parts of previous belief systems that maybe don't work for you so much anymore, yet they used to. But again, as we evolve, as we grow, as we expand, sometimes things do fall away and crumble away because they're just not in alignment with our energy or our future. Ninth house can have to do with legal situations as well. So and it also has to do with travel. So some of you could be making some travel plans, filling out legal documents such as passports or visa applications, things like that. If you do have your sights set on some long distance travel, as the ninth house does highlight for you, you might want to get started on putting that passport application in or renewing it. Check your travel documents to make sure you have the freedom to travel and do what you want. All right, but some of you could also really be writing down some ideas that you have right now as well. The ninth house has to do with publishing, so keeping a journal. Maybe you've got some sort of manuscript or a novel tucked away in a drawer, and now is the time to open it up. Right? Open it up, give it a little bit of tweaks, put it out there. It is easier than ever these days to get yourself published. You can self-publish so much, right? The internet can be quite a negative place, but it can also be a place that makes things easier for you. So if you've got something collecting dust in a drawer somewhere, but you think it's, oh my God, this was like my best work kind of thing, publish that stuff, right? There's someone out there that wants to read it. We have surrounded by prosperity coming in here for you guys. Well, hello. We like that. Your attention is being drawn to the infinite nature of reality that exists. That which exists outside the known is beyond measure, right? So this is a beautiful energy. Surround yourself with prosperity and abundance. You have the ability to expand your horizons, to attract all kinds of wonderful things. And again, the ninth house is ruled by Jupiter. And this is what's activating for you guys. So manifest away, look at your investments, look at how you're saving your money for your future. Are you working hard for your money, or is your money working hard for you? This is a magical time for you to make some positive changes and get some rewards. We have light code activation for you, and we've got the body with history. Our physical body remembers where we've been, what we've done, where we've come from, and we do tend to hold on to some energy sometimes. This is a wonderful opportunity for you to interesting, considering spirituality is in your ninth house, but it's a wonderful time for you to cleanse and purge and release any kind of blocks. We want to spread your wings to fly. We want you to, evolve and, grow like that butterfly, right? Like that dragonfly, right? See things from a higher perspective, see things from a different angle, and be open to more and better and bigger experiences. So in this energy here, this is saying to you that there could be some energetic blocks around you. It's a great time to get like a Reiki session done or do some candle work, right? Candle work is one of the easiest ways to work with your energy. Work with some crystals, right? Just to get the energy free flowing and to get yourself very open and very in alignment. You can also do things like cord cutting meditations and things like that. They can also help you to free yourself from your past so that you can really leapfrog forward into the future. We have the Ten of Pentacles. Well, surrounded by prosperity indeed, this is a double whammy there for you. The Ten of Pentacles, success and abundance, happy home, happy family, stability, security, financial prosperity and growth for the future and for the long term. So this is an awesome energy right there. And so this can be a wonderful time. Some of you might actually have, we already said you might have a little bit of luck. But you could inherit something at this time, or maybe you're getting together with your family unit, with your parents or grandparents or your children, and you're talking about the future, maybe talking about, putting your wills together, what everyone's going to inherit, that kind of thing. Some of you could potentially be getting an inheritance. The Ten of Pentacles can be a card of that. So hopefully it's a living inheritance. That'll be nice. But you could be discussing that about the future here as well. Lay the groundwork should anything untoward happen, right? Being prepared is always a good idea. But you could also be inheriting something like a home, family heirlooms, or maybe even just some advice. You might be considering going into the family business, or you could be looking to see how you can expand that family business if you are already in it, right? Take it from small mom and pop into something a little bit larger, right? So this could be your business as well. But whatever it is, the Ten of Pentacles, success, abundance, family, home, stability and security, and all of this stuff. So this is really activating for you, or perhaps coming to fruition. We have feelings are powerful manifestors. Remember that worry attracts more worry, unhappiness attracts more unhappiness, fear attracts more fear. And remember that joy attracts more joy, happiness attracts more happiness, and love attracts more love. What is the basic message? The energy that you put out is what flows back to you. This is what you attract. Like attracts like. So remember, on your path forward, right, we don't have to think positive thoughts 24 hours a day. It's pretty much impossible. So don't even try, okay? But it is about recognizing those moments, those times when you are going down a negative rabbit hole, or when you wake up in the wrong side of the bed, or you stub your toe. The first step that you take as you head towards the kitchen to grab your cup of coffee, right? If you allow that energy to continue to flow with you throughout your whole day, you're probably going to have a really crappy day. It's going to get worse and worse and worse. Why? Because we're not stepping back, we're not letting go of that particular energy, right? The grumpiness if we didn't have a good night's sleep, or the pain that we feel from our now broken toenail, that kind of thing, right? We need to be able to recenter, refocus, regroup, renew, laugh it off, shrug it off, right? And embrace a more positive energy, right? And so it's not about being positive 24 hours a day. It is about recognizing those times when we are being negative, or we are embracing a lack mentality and shifting, making that conscious effort to shift our energy, because we want to attract all kinds of prosperity and abundance and happiness and joy and opportunity towards you, right? And so we want to be open, and we want to set ourselves free from negativity wherever possible. So it's really about being conscious of what energy that you are putting out there, and recognizing when you need to take that step back and get things back to center, right? It can really change how you go through your days. It comes with practice, right? It comes with practice, but it can certainly be done. I'm going to leave that there for you guys. That's what I have for you. Good luck in this conjunction. Remember, it's going to last a while. It's not just going to be a one-day event. So happy journeying for you guys. All right. This is also going to be awesome for you. Thank you for watching, guys. And we are going to move on now to Libra. Hello there, Libra. You are going to be experiencing this conjunction in your 8th astrological house. Whew, are you ready? The 8th house is ruled by Pluto. Currently, we've got Pluto in Aquarius, right? So we've also got Uranus as the ruler of Aquarius. And so this can be an incredibly powerful, maybe uncomfortable time for you for some big changes in your life. Some of you, when we have the 8th house, this can be all matters of endings, beginnings, transformations, evolutions. Some of you may be experiencing the birth of new ideas, new projects, new opportunities, but some of you are also going to recognize what needs to come to an end, what needs to die out in order for us to embrace that new, or to embrace a new way of thinking or being. So this can be a very uncomfortable energy, right? Because it represents change. And what is change? Often uncomfortable, because we're stepping into the unknown, right? Even if there's, say a new project that you're starting, right? You don't know how it's going to go out. You don't know if you're going to create something beautiful, or you don't know if it's going to be like, oh, wow, that didn't work out the way that I wanted it to. Even if you're doing something as simple as baking a cake, right? Sometimes they work and sometimes it might flop, especially, if someone walks along and opens the oven halfway in between, lets all the hot air out, right? So we don't always know. So it's, about stepping forward into the unknown, embracing something new, being willing to let go of the old ways and embrace something new, or something a little bit different. So it's a scary place sometimes, right? Because humans don't like change. We like things to be status quo. We like a little bit of order and structure, right? If you are someone that likes change, though, or is a little bit more willing to change, then this can be a wonderful time for you. But this can be a time when you get things back into alignment for yourself as well. All right. So we have things in the 8th house. This represents, we also already said, births and deaths, right? So beginnings and endings, transformation, growth. There might be some surprises that unfold for you with this 8th house energy, because it does embrace a little bit of mystery. It also is about what is hidden, right? Pluto energy, what's in the shadow, what is hidden, what aren't you seeing right now? And this can be where something is about to come to fruition for you. You just don't have an inkling that it's here yet. This can also be where maybe there is some revelation. Maybe there's something hidden in you, and this comes out in the open. The 8th house also has to do with inheritances, loans, and joint assets or resources. So the things that you share with someone else. It can also have to do with intimate things as well. So you and a partner, the things you do behind closed doors. I'm going to choose my words carefully, otherwise the stupid little algorithm thingy picks up things. But you get what I mean. Okay, so this can be a time when you are more expressive or more willing to try new things behind closed doors. So it can be a wonderful place to have a Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, but it can also, again, bring about a little bit of uncomfortable things, but heading you and helping you to evolve in a very positive way for your future. We have here mutually beneficial venture, all right? And you are a sign that likes your balance, aren't you? And so sometimes in order to restore balance and harmony, or get on the same page, or have that symbiotic partnership, right? Sometimes we do need to make a few little changes, right? So mutually beneficial venture. There is an extraordinary connection at the forefront of your life at this moment. Utilize this relationship to benefit everyone concerned. So some of you could be starting a new business, meeting new people, starting a new relationship. You could be evolving in a relationship, whether it's personal or business, or a business relationship, where we're joining or sharing assets and responsibility. This can be where you get things back on track, right? Both people, both parties holding their fair share of the weight. So some of you could be really making some positive changes with something already in your life, but some of you could be starting on a new venture, but both people, both parties, both situations mutually benefit from that, right? So very wonderful energy there for you guys. We have the body light activation code, and we've got your mid back. So you might be a person that carries a little bit of stress right up in the middle of your back, right? So when you are feeling those twings and those pangs, right, that can be a little bit of pent up energy. Stress manifests itself in the body. And with the mid back, if we are feeling like a lack of responsibility from another person, or we're feeling like, we're really need to make some changes for the future, this might be where it kind of, gives us a little physical reminder of where we are and where we're at. The mid back is right behind the solar plexus. So this can be where you're going to experience some changes in your confidence levels, right? If you're feeling a lack of confidence, all of a sudden activating for you is a little bit more confidence. If there's someone in your world not taking accountability and responsibility, right, this can manifest itself physically for you. So this is an opportunity and a reminder that balance is incredibly important for you. So pay attention to the energy in your back, especially the middle of your back. And if you do feel, kind of those twings and pangs or knot in your back, right? Of course, we don't want to dismiss anything medical, right? So, always make sure you're medically good. But this can be an indicator to focus on those areas of responsibility, balance, harmony, confidence, and making sure that you're making the right decisions and the right steps for your future, right? It's about the future focused energy and really letting go of the past or things that aren't working for you. We have the Strength card coming in there. So if you feel a lack of confidence, okay, the Strength card brings you in some inner strength. The Strength card here is Leo energy filled with fire and passion and creativity and inspiration. The Leo energy is also highlighted with the sun. The sun rules Leo. And so the sun is about being positive, about making positive changes, or about finding a resolution that is beneficial to everyone, finding that, compromise perhaps, right? Something that is beneficial to everyone and resolving our issues. The Strength card really reminds you always about your confidence, your capabilities, and how really powerful you are. We forget that sometimes we give our power away, and this is about taking your power back. All right. And Pluto will help you do that as well. All right. So the Strength card also reminds you of discernment. Sometimes we need to be courageous and bold and brave. We need to come out roaring like a lion. But other times we need to step back and take a little bit more gentle approach to things in our life. We need to embrace kindness and compassion and patience. So in this energy, this is just reminding you that you have a wonderful ability here, Libra, to know when to be that bold, fiery person, but also know when to dial it down a couple of notches. And it's because you've got that unique skill and ability that enables you to be that mediator, that moderator. It enables you, gives you a little bit more energy boost to find compromise or a peaceful resolution to things, or see things from multiple points of view, right? So it's a really great talent and a really great gift to have. So your ability to discern those situations and know how to conduct yourself is really what makes you unique and really what makes you successful. So as we move forward, rely on your inner strength and your ability to discern situations, to know when to be that lion and when to take that step back and be that lamb, the calm, cool, patient, kind lamb, right? It's a very important and a very wonderful aspect to have for you. All right. But you might also have some things that are going to be changing, or that you want to change, you want to bring an end to, right? 8th house energy, where you might need to be courageous and you might need to step out of your comfort zone, and you're being reminded that whatever you do, whatever steps forward that you take, right, they're going to be beneficial to you, and don't be afraid of dipping a toe in a water of uncertainty. We have look at that. Positivity and kindness are all you need. The path to your best ever life is actually very easy. Positive thoughts, positive words, and acts of kindness. That's it. All right. The energy you put out is the energy that you put back. So it's going to be a beautiful energy coming in here for you guys. So brace yourself for some changes, expansions, growth, endings, possibly, if things aren't working for you, but also wonderful new beginnings. A little bit of an exciting future there for you guys. All right. So I thank you guys for watching. Have a great conjunction. We're going to move on now to Scorpio. Hello there, Scorpio. You are going to be experiencing this conjunction in your 7th astrological house. It's going to be a little bit tricky right out of the gate for you, just a little bit. Okay, number one, this is happening in your opposite sign, so this can be a little bit of an unpredictable energy for you guys. You are also, of course, a fixed sign, right? So, Jupiter, Uranus is about growth and expansion and change, right? And so that's not always easy, right? So, you might be find yourself in situations where you need to get out of your comfort zone. But because this is happening in your 7th house of relationships, there could be a little bit of a push and pull between following your goals, your dreams, your personal desires, and also keeping other people in consideration, right? So this can, part of your growth, your evolution, your path for the future, part of your success could mean that you may have a little bit of tension at some point with some relationships in your life. So this is going to hinge on your ability to find balance and harmony, to find compromise without kind of giving up on who you are or what you want. And sometimes we do hit that kind of little pothole in relationships, right? So, but this can be a personal relationship. This can be friendships. This can be business partnerships, right? You might be in business partnership with someone, or you might be working for a certain company or a certain department or with certain people where you have grand visions of the future. You've got things that you know you can accomplish, or maybe you're in a place where you feel like you've hit the proverbial glass ceiling. So this can be where you're breaking out of that energy and you're looking for something a little bit better for your future, because it's like, I'm not meeting my goals here. This is not what I want anymore. It was good for a short time. Maybe it's not good for the long term. And now I need a little bit of change. And so you could find yourself embracing changes in your relationships, right? Of all kinds. Friendships are the same thing, right? We've got, friends that we connect with and that we keep in touch with all of our lives, but we got other ones that maybe it's just a couple of years. And, we're not meant to be with them or to be connected with them for the next 30, 40, 50 years, right? We're only meant to be connected with them for a short time. It's like a stepping stone, a path in life. So you could have some things changing, evolving in your friendships here as well. The 7th house, though, is great for meeting new people, great for really kind of making some positive changes in relationships, getting things back on track. This does bring in a little bit of romance. It can also bring in new opportunities for business partnerships as well. The 7th house is about the things we share with other people, being equals or finding that equality, that balance in relationship. Sharing is caring in the 7th house here as well. So you could have some really positive things going on here, right? But there could also be some big changes here as well. But again, there can be a very unpredictable kind of energy, right? And it propels us forward to the future, helps free us from things as well. But sometimes we just don't know quite what to expect, because whenever we're dealing with other people and the connections in our life, whether they're new or old or current, right, we are also dealing with other people. So we know what we're doing, we know what we want, but we don't always know what someone else is thinking, feeling, or doing. So it's a great time to really work on some communication with other people here as well. But this can really represent some wonderful things for some of you in your relationships. You might have a surprise engagement. You might, if you're single, you might all of a sudden find yourself in the right place in the right time to meet someone new, and this changes your trajectory a little bit for the future. And again, it can be a little bit of unpredictable energy there, uncomfortable energy, right? Because that opposition, it's like, I have some things that I want to do, my goals, my dreams, I've got my next 5 years planned out for me, and all of a sudden the universe sends me a soulmate, someone that, is going to change my 5-year plan, right? But that's maybe not such a bad thing. We have polite declaration coming in here for you guys. You can move in whatever direction you need to accomplish your goals. It's time for you to get out there, claim what is yours, and stay in your power. Interesting. So remember that energy, right? We don't have to give up. our goals and dreams, our aspirations. Even if we are partnered up with someone, right, we can find a way to find that compromise, to find that workaround with things, right? And maybe sometimes we can't always do that, and that's when we need to look at things a little bit differently or make some very difficult decisions. But remember that your goals, your dreams are still important no matter what relationships you've got going on around you, right? And it's about finding that balance, that equilibrium. We have your right hand energy coming in here for you. So if you are a right-handed person, your right hand is your power hand, right? This is the hand you use to write. This is the hand you use to shake hands. This is your dominant hand. So if you are a right-handed person, this is really about you embracing your personal power, right? To put yourself forward, right? When we shake hands with someone, we extend our hand, right? So put your hand out there, put your best foot forward and reach for your goals and your dreams. Seize the opportunity. If a door opens and there's an opportunity in front of you, this is the hand you're going to seize it with. If you are a left-handed person, your right hand is going to be your non-dominant hand, your receiving hand. So you're about to receive something. Put your hand out and receive and say thank you. Take things with grace and gratitude. Even things that you don't expect, right? Say, oh, thank you very much, right? Don't push things away. We sometimes do push things away, right? Someone tries to give us something and we're like, oh, no, that's okay. No, thank you. What we're really doing is telling the universe that we have everything we need and we don't need anything anymore. So if someone's giving you something, accept it with grace and gratitude. This can also represent an energy of giving. So giving of yourself to people, giving of yourself to others. Be aware of what you're giving away, right? Are you giving away your power? Are you giving away your dreams, right? And we do sometimes need to give, something to other people or other situations, right? But we need to make sure we're not giving everything away, okay? It can also be about helping others, right? Giving a helping hand to other people as well. And so if you find yourself in those situations where you have something a little bit extra to give, whether it's knowledge or time or money or whatever it happens to be, love, share, right? Give back to other people and you will get things back to you. We have the Death card coming in here for you guys. This is your card. This is Scorpio energy ruled by Pluto. Change, 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 transformation, evolution, growth, beginnings, endings, you name it. Okay. This is also an energy of going into the shadow, seeing what is hidden, bringing things to light. But the Death card does represent changes with you, with your world, with your environment, with your relationships. This is a time of deep, profound change, but it's all about you here, Scorpio, right? What do you want? What do you want to change? What is working for you? What is not working for you? This is about being confident in who you are and what it is that you want, and embracing some positive changes, start something new, right? Sometimes we need to make room for something new, right? Which means that we've got to clean up house a little bit, right? We've got to, put something to bed, put something to rest, let something go, right? But whatever your situation is, right? I mean, you're a fixed sign, so change doesn't always come easy, but change and evolution is a part of life. And this is really bringing all of this energy front and center for you. So what do you want out of life? Where do you see yourself going for the future? What do you need to reveal? What is hidden within you? Do you need to release something, let something go, or do you need to share something with people, with others, right? So whatever your situation is, the Death card appearing for you is very significant. This is your energy. And so live your best life. Follow your goals and dreams, but ultimately believe in yourself no matter what your situation is. There's big changes and possibly some surprises there for you guys. We have kindness changes everything. What you want to see your life change for the better today, then be the kindest you've ever been to every person that you encounter. Very important there for you, and a little key on your manifestation journey. Thank you guys for watching. Good luck in this conjunction, and we're going to move on now to Sagittarius. Aquarius. So this is going to be happening in your 6th astrological house, all right? So this can be really wonderful for you in this energy. And of course, your ruler being Jupiter, this can be where big things happen. You might get some luck on your side. You might find yourself being in the right place at the right time, or you're just getting major breakthroughs in things in your life. Your 6th house has to do with your health, happiness, and well-being, has to do with your fitness, your physical fitness, your mental fitness, right? All kinds of health there. Your emotional fitness, okay, if you want to call it that. Also has to do with your service to others, right? The things that you give back to the world, being helpful. And it's also where your daily routines are. So you could have some big changes that are going on in those areas. You could be having a bit of a breakthrough in those areas. So let's say you're you're trying to get into better physical shape, right? Maybe all of a sudden, if you've been feeling like you hit a plateau, you're ramping things up a little bit and you're like, oh yeah, I can do it. So this is awesome. This is a time where you may have some, things that just kind of go your way. If you've been feeling a little bit lackluster, right, you could have some seemingly miraculous changes in your health. So like some healing energy coming in here. You could find the right person or people to help you with your health in some way. So this can be, finding the right counselor, finding the right personal trainer, finding the right group of people that are, have the same goals in mind as you do, and you kind of help and support each other. And you have that little support system going on. So this can be really great. You might all of a sudden find yourself breaking a bad habit. Maybe you're trying to make some positive changes for a while and you just keep sliding back and haven't been able to do it. And this is where you may really finally break that cycle and break those cords. This can be really big and really wonderful energy for you guys. The 6th house also has to do with your pets. So some of you could have some health improvements with your pets. You might be getting a new pet, or maybe you want to move to a bigger house so that you can, have more pets, possibly. Maybe you're going to do something big, right? Small changes equal big things with this energy for you. So this can be where you're like, you know what? I kind of want to expand where I live a little bit, and maybe you buy a farm or something like that, so you can have like all kinds of animals and no restrictions on those things, right? Because breaking free from restrictions can be a very important part of this conjunction. But being ruled by Jupiter here, Saggy, expect big things to unfold for you over the next 6 months, year, 2 years, that happen as of a result of this conjunction. For some of you, there's something wonderful happening right away. Okay, so expect the unexpected, but in really the most positive way, even if it does result in you needing to let something go to make a giant leap forward. Remember, the main theme with this conjunction is the little things we do have a big, big impact. So if you're trying to lose weight, the little changes that you do, the one small thing that you do a day, perhaps, right, can have some big long-term effects for you in alignment with what it is that you want, what goals that you are achieving. So it's a great energy for you guys. Really embrace it. We have single-mindedness coming in here for you, and this is choose your own path and what is best suited to you. Right? Important to follow your goals, your dreams, and do what's right for you. There's a lot of people with a lot of opinions out there, right? Keyboard warriors on the internet and all that kind of stuff. And everyone's got an opinion, right? Well, you should do this, or you shouldn't do this, or you should only eat this, or you should only exercise this way, or blah, 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 right? And Saggy, if there's anything that you're good at, is you're breaking free from the crowd, breaking free from the herd, right? So you do you, babe. Okay, don't let anyone tell you how you should do things, right? It's important to do things in a way that is good and healthy for you and for your health, happiness, and well-being. And that's not always in alignment with how someone else would do it. So dance to the beat of your own drum here, Saggy, whatever you've got coming in. We have separation energy, like code energy, coming in here for you guys. It is card number 13, which relates back to the death card, which is Pluto energy, which represents change, transformation, evolution, growth, endings, new beginnings. and possibly some surprises. Now, the separation energy that is associated with this light code shows that, number one, separating yourself from other people, breaking away from the herd, breaking away from the crowd, being yourself, right? Doing something for you that may not necessarily be in alignment with other people or their goals, visions, and dreams. The separation energy is also about separating yourself from needing to control the outcome of things. Sometimes we have a goal in mind and we feel like we've hit a plateau. We feel like we've hit a brick wall, the proverbial glass ceiling. And sometimes it's because we're trying too hard, or we're trying to control the timing of things or the outcome of things. But when we're a little bit more open, we're a little more in the flow, right? And when we release the need to control, then we open the doors of possibility. We see things a little bit differently, right? We perceive things in a little bit of a different way, and this kind of can open up a whole different world of possibilities. So separate yourself from the need to control the outcome of something, and you'd be amazed how much better and how much easier things really do get. It's going to also show that in order to follow your goals and dreams, you may need to let something go. This separation energy here can be about endings coming in. And of course, as we evolve, as we grow, as we do new things, and we do quite often need to leave people or situations or habits and things behind. And so this light code that's here for you is helping you to break free. Something that's been holding you back or something that's no longer part of your future, right? So don't be afraid to embrace some change and let some things go, or to break up with something, break up with a habit, or break up with a situation or people, right? Because this is freeing you for your future. We've got the sun. Love this energy coming in here for you. A positive attitude. It never underestimate the power of positive thinking. Okay, the sun energy here shines a beautiful, happy light on your entire reading, but it also shows that, you know, especially in your sixth house. I love that this has come in here with this, because in your sixth house, this is about your health, happiness, and well-being, emotional, physical, spiritual, right? Mental well-being, right? And so with the sun coming in here shows that, you know, you have the ability to find your happiness and to find your bliss. Follow whatever that is for you, right? As long as you're healthy, happy, and, you know, really good and comfortable with yourself and your own skin and your surroundings, nothing else really matters, right? And sure, that can, you know, potentially be a little bit of a rosy glow on something, right? But, you know, honestly, people follow their bliss. People follow their happiness. And the sun represents happiness and joy and positivity and optimism and all these wonderful things. And my version of happiness is different than your version of happiness, which is different than your neighbor's version of happiness. So in this energy, right, you are focused on whatever it is that makes you happy. And as long as you're not hurting anyone or harming anyone or, you know, anything like that, right? You do you, right? Do what makes you happy. This also brings in a very creative energy, very inspirational energy. So you could be finding that you have, number one, a big energy boost with the sun. So you might find yourself at this conjunction. You might just find a little bit more pep in your step. You might find that you have a little bit more energy to do the things that you want to do or make some changes that you want to make. This can also represent that you might have a burst of inspiration or be feeling a little bit more creative than perhaps you have been, right? And, you know, but it can also show that, yes, you might need to take a creative approach at making some changes in your life, but you might also be wanting to create something, right? Your ability to create whatever it is you want. You might want to, you know, create something, you know, do-it-yourself projects in your home, right? Or this can just be about creating your life in general in a way that works for you. But whatever it is, the sun brings about abundance, success, positivity, optimism, and this beautiful, wonderful energy shining a light on you. So love this energy for you guys. We have gratitude is the great multiplier. Set the universal forces in your favor for tomorrow. Tonight, before you fall asleep, go back over your whole day in your mind and replay each good moment, feeling genuine gratitude for each one. This practice ensures the universe will make your tomorrow a day filled with good moments and plenty to be grateful for. When we express gratitude and thanks for everything we have, everything we do, we get more things to be grateful for. It's how the universe works. So align yourself with the energy of gratitude, even if you're just grateful, even if you had a bad day, right? At the end of the day, you're lying in bed just for a couple of minutes, right? Even if you've had a bad day, give thanks for the oxygen that you breathe, or the fact that the sun came out for 5 minutes in between a giant storm, or give thanks for the fact that you had dinner that day, right? It doesn't have to be big things that we give gratitude for. It's the energy of gratitude that is the important thing, right? Multiplies the good things in your life, right? It's very much like that sun, growth, optimism, and all that wonderful stuff. That's what I have for you guys, Saggy. I don't need to wish you good luck in this conjunction because you already are guided by some good luck and good fortune. So enjoy this conjunction and prepare for some surprises, for some wonderful things to happen, and probably for some changes here as well. Okay, but all setting you up and all getting you in alignment for what it is that you want or what's going to make you happy. So I thank you for watching, guys. We're going to move on now to Capricorn. Hello there, Capricorn. Okay. Are you ready here, Capricorn? This can be a really fun conjunction for you. This is happening in your 5th astrological house. So you could have breakthroughs for your creative projects, your hobbies, right? The things that are fun. The 5th house is ruled by the sun, and this is about expressing yourself. This is about romance, love affairs. This brings in your creativity, your hobbies, the things that interest you. Also about the things that you take pleasure in, right? Brings in a fun vibe, a happy vibe for you. So when we have this conjunction here for you, this can be about expanding your horizons, breaking free from some obligations or being overloaded with obligations in your life to make more space, to make more room, to make more time to do the things that bring you joy, that fill your heart with happiness. Whatever that looks like to you here, Cappy, right? So this can be maybe you're feeling a little bit more creative, or you want to, at this time, maybe you want to get rid of like some old furniture and redecorate your house. Maybe you want to, connect with the earth and plant a garden or something, right? And, have something, it's fun, but it's also has a purpose, right? Feed the birds and the bees, or, maybe you're going to plant like herbs or vegetables, something that is sustainable, right? But it's like fun for you because it's like a hobby. Maybe you want to learn about plants and things like that, and things that are good for your garden or good for the earth, but also things that maybe serve a dual purpose, right? This can be where you're really looking at your world and saying, okay, I'm spending too much time at work. I need to make some changes. I need to break free. Uranus energy. I need to break free out of some long hours and giving volunteer hours to my company, and I need to do something a little bit different, a little bit more interesting, a little bit more fun with my time. Some of you might be considering picking up a musical instrument or reviving a hobby from your childhood or from days of yore when you had a little bit more time. So whatever your situation is, this is filled with fun and creativity and whatever that looks like to you. But we could also have a little bit of love and romance coming in here for you guys as well. You could have a casual romantic interest that all of a sudden, like, your relationship evolves and grows. You could be meeting new people. You could also have some surprise romantic gestures that come your way as well. The 5th house, sometimes we do get, because it's ruled by the sun can bring in children. Sometimes in this energy here, you could be expanding your family, or you could have like a surprise pregnancy, or maybe you're talking about starting a family or adding to it. So it can be very interesting energy coming in there for you, or you could also be looking to spend some more time with your kids. But the main theme of that is creativity, fun, happiness, and joy, and with a little bit of side order of romance thrown in there for you. We have gliding through the currents here. With a different approach, you will glide through a situation with grace and ease, going inward and bringing your understanding, perspective, or behavior into the flow will help your dreams take flight. So what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? What do you want to create? Okay, this is really helping you to do that. It's card number 13, and 13 does relate back to the Death card, which is about change, evolution, transformation, growth. Also is about endings and new beginnings, right? So what do you need to put an end to so that you can start something new and maybe something a little bit more fun? We have density coming in here. Now, this is card number 16, okay? And this does bring in a potentially slightly heavier energy, okay? So when we get this particular energy, this can show that there may be some heavier energies that are around you. And so this is really activating you to recognize what those are so that you can free yourself from them, right? The heaviness of obligations and stress and things like that, because where this conjunction is happening in your world, right? The universe is wanting you to have more light and love and fun and laughter in your life, right? So where are things kind of feeling a little bit heavy, right? This is your opportunity to make change and break free. The card 16 relates back to the Tower, the shedding of the things that don't work, the shedding of the things that are keeping us stuck, the shedding of the things that aren't fun, right? And to make room for something bigger, better, brighter, and shiny. This doesn't just speak to situations and things around you. It also speaks to your energy. Okay, so working with your energy is going to be very important for you here at this conjunction. Okay, maybe you haven't been doing energy clearing, or maybe you haven't been, you've been so busy and caught up in your hustle and bustle that you haven't made time for yourself to relax. Right. And so when we have a buildup of energy, things become dense. So you're being very encouraged here to step back in the flow. What do you need to do with that? Right. Do you need to do cord cutting meditations? Do you need a bubble bath? Right? Do you need to, work with some crystals, do some energy clearing, whatever it looks like to you, right? We need to make sure that you're back in the flow of things. Things become easier, things become lighter and brighter. And this is where the magic happens, when we're in the flow. And also, we don't resist things when we're in the flow of things. We roll with the punches, we embrace our good, we deal with our bad, right? And we just keep moving forward, just keep swimming. Right. So have a look and really, be honest with yourself about your energy, right? Do you have blocks and restrictions? Are you feeling heavy in your energy, right? It's time to do something about that. You can do something as simple as find 5 minutes a day just to do some breath work, deep breaths in, deep breaths out, right? It can be a great way to recenter, refocus, regroup, and renew your energy. You can do something like light a candle, especially a white one, right? To bring in some energies of peace, right? That can help you as well. So some candle work can really help you. It's one of the easier ways to work with some energy, and just set your intentions when you're working with the candles, right? White is a great color for a candle to pretty much, it can substitute for any other color. So you don't need to get super duper fancy. It's what your intention is when you light it, right? So put your energy into it and light it there. So whatever it is, we need to work with your energy there. We have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, now the Four of Pentacles can be a really good card, okay, because it does represent stability and security, being grounded, having all of your needs met, but trusting that there's more abundance to be had in your life, in your world. There's more to life than where you are right now, okay? So with the Four of Pentacles, we do need to be reminded here in this energy to open up a little bit, because it is known as the Miser card sometimes. And it's because there is something here that you might need to open up for, right? We need to step back in the flow. We've got this density coming in here for you guys, right? So where do you need to open up? Open up your heart, open up your chakras, right? Whatever that happens to be for you. This also shows that maybe you've been working really hard to build that life for yourself, to create that strong, solid foundation for yourself. And now with the Four of Pentacles showing up here, this is saying to you, okay, you've built a solid foundation. Now it's time to kind of open up a little bit more. It's time to relax just a little bit. Yes, there's probably still things that you want, probably still things that, you want to bring into your life, and more expansion and growth for yourself, right? But it's also, we need to remember that money isn't everything, or our career isn't everything, right? We do need to make space. We do need to open up a little bit to have a little bit more fun and love and laughter in our world. But the Four of Pentacles is an energy of grounding, stability, and security, though. It's also one of discernment. Okay, so knowing the difference between wants and needs, also knowing when to knuckle down and focus on your goals, but also when to open up a little bit, right? So know when to be, really focused and centered, right? And know when to be a little bit more fun, loving, and embrace life a little bit. We have thoughts become things. Yes, they do. Very important reminder. Ask for what you want. By merely thinking about it, and immediately the universe sets about by moving people, circumstances, and events for you to receive it. Your only job is to keep holding it in your mind until it's in your hands. We can manifest anything that we want, and this is one of the keys for manifestation. All right. That's what I have for you, Capricorn. I hope there was something here for you, but good luck in this conjunction. All right. I thank you guys for watching. We're moving on to Aquarius. Hello there, Aquarius. So this is going to be a really important conjunction for you guys, of course, because we have your chart ruler, Uranus, at play. Now, this is happening in your 4th astrological house. Now, your 4th house has to do with your home, with your private life, with your surroundings, okay? This is your family. This is your relationships, your children. Okay, so this can be where you are experiencing some breakthroughs or some changes. Some of you, maybe you're adding to your family, or if you have recent additions to your family, and now you're like, okay, we need a bigger boat. Okay, so you could be looking at expanding your horizons, moving to a better house. You might be downsizing as well, potentially. Moving to a different neighborhood or even a different city, something that's going to be a little bit more in alignment with what you want to get out of life, or with the environment and the neighborhoods that you want to live in. The 4th house also has to do with your ancestry. So perhaps some of you are doing a little bit of research on where you've come from. What is your family history? Or maybe you're, maybe you want to build a family tree, right? Where did we all come from? What does our family tree look like, right? And on your journey, on your quest to do that, because remember, this conjunction can bring surprises and can bring things out of the woodwork. Maybe you discover some very interesting information about some of your ancestors, and maybe some things that they've done, or where they even used to live and things like that, right? You might find some very interesting things, interesting connections going on there. Some of you might be looking up and asking questions about your family history for medical reasons, right? For medical purposes, right? We sometimes do need to know that if there's anything going on there. But with your 4th house, it is very much about house and home. And so you could be wanting to, do some like redecorating, beautify your area, things like that. You could also have something that comes up with one of your children, grandchildren, or maybe with your parents. This can be where you resolve some past issues, that kind of thing. Or maybe you just want to spend some more time with your family. So you're trying to figure out what you need to break away from, what you need to break free from in order to do that. Right? So house and home in your private life is very much activated, very much the focus for you at this time. But also your sense of stability and security, right? So breaking free, moving away from anything that is not making you feel safe and secure. And so you're looking at the future going, okay, how can I make some changes? And you've got all of this wonderful energy on your side to help you do that. But it may require you to make some big leaps forward. We have childlike devotion coming in here. So you are a multi-talented, complex being. Embrace and love who you are. All right. Embrace your inner child. Okay. Be devoted to the things that make you happy, that make you feel safe and secure. This is also a reminder here to get out and have some fun. But this is really having a look and seeing maybe where also you might be a little bit naive, right? Because childhood devotion is like blindly being devoted to things and not necessarily seeing if they're good or they're bad or whatever, right? So maybe have a look at that. But with this energy, you could be, again, looking back on your family history or looking back on your family tree, right? The childlike energy can represent looking back to your childhood, right? To, your grandparents and, where you used to live or things like that. You could also at this time actually, have someone coming into your life that you used to know, so like an old childhood friend, that kind of thing. Maybe you lost touch with them over the years, and it could be like a chance encounter, a chance meeting, and this can actually be really quite interesting for you. All right. But this is all about as well being true to yourself, being true to who you are. And you're usually fairly good at that, Aquarius, but we all kind of, we get caught up in life a little bit here. So really be true to who you are, be authentic in yourself. And, don't be afraid to break away from the crowd, right? You are the leader of the pack. You are front and center, and you are always kind of being uniquely you. You're very misunderstood sometimes, right? But that's okay, right? You don't mind being that out in front and center, not necessarily in the spotlight, right? But you're always kind of one foot in front of the other, and you're always kind of delving into some unknown things, uncharted territory, because you're a futuristic sign, right? And so you're always, when you feel like you're misunderstood, it's usually because you're a couple of steps ahead of the curve. You're a couple of steps ahead of other people. Keep that quality. All right. Don't change that, because that's what makes you uniquely you. Whatever your situation is, be true to who you are and follow your own goals and dreams. We've got questions coming in here, so ask and you might receive the answer. So you might be asking some questions at this time. Very interesting activation for you there. So if you need to know some information about your family tree, your family history, maybe you're talking to one of your parents, maybe you're putting together that big family tree thing, right? You might find some interesting things in there. So, some of your questions may be answered at this time. You might also be looking at the universe as a whole, right? Maybe you don't just have questions about your family or about your house or your home or things like that, communicating with people and things around you, but you might also have those big questions. Why am I here? What am I meant to do? What is my path? What is my soul's purpose? You could also be, really kind of gathering some information and asking questions about how the laws of the universe work, right? So you might have a lot of questions at this time, but keep an open mind, keep an open heart, because you just might get the answers that you're looking for, okay? But this is also an energy that says it's okay to ask questions and to question things in your world. You might have been one of those children where you may have always asked follow-up questions. You may have driven the adults around you absolutely crazy. I was one of those children. I'm an Aquarius sun, and I like to know the big picture. I like to know why. I like to know how things connect. And I like to know the history of things, and I like to know where things can possibly evolve, right? And all this kind of stuff. And part of that, of being a child, I think now you would call it precocious. My dad's like, yeah, you were really annoying, but he encouraged me to look things up, right? So that's why I'm a good speller, right? How do I spell this? Go look it up, okay? But in this energy, right, you might have been one of those people, and you might still be that person that says, why? How does this work? What does this do? What does this connect to? And so, asking questions is not a bad thing, because this is how we gain more knowledge. This is how we gain more wisdom. And so at this point, you might find that your mind is opening up a little bit, and you might be like a little sponge. So it's a great time to really kind of expand your horizons and ask those big questions, right? Be a little bit annoying to the universe. And because this is like something opening up here for you with this energy, right? You might just hit the nail on the head and ask the right question in the right place at the right time, and really kind of open up some doors for yourself. So we have the Seven of Cups coming in here for you guys as well. It's all about using your imagination. It's also about fantasies and dreams. Yes, we can embrace a little bit of childlike wonder in this energy as well. So with the Seven of Cups, this shows that maybe you do need to ask some questions before you make a decision about something. You might also need to ask some questions about, what does this entail? Where is this going to go? How long is this opportunity going to last? Because the Seven of Cups can represent that we have a lot of options. a lot of opportunities, a lot of doors opening for you, right? And it's good to ask questions when we get an opportunity, right? We sometimes, something may look really good on the surface, but then when we ask questions and dig a little bit deeper, sometimes things aren't always as good as what they seem, or something that looks like it might be a bit of a challenge. And again, we ask more questions and we dive into the details and we're like, oh, actually, you know what? I think this can actually be a really great opportunity, right? So asking questions is a good thing. The Seven of Cups does sometimes bring about an energy of procrastination, Aquarius. Okay, so this can represent that maybe you're dreaming about something, you're fantasizing about something, and you have a choice to make, but you just haven't quite got there yet. Maybe you haven't made your decision yet. You're a little bit confused, you're a little bit unsure. Okay, again, questions, right? Is this the right path for me? That kind of thing. Ask yourself those questions too. But in this energy, sometimes we don't move forward and we get trapped in our comfort zone a little bit because, we are a little bit unsure, or we do have a little bit of fear about something, and you are a fixed air, right? So you are a fixed sign. And fixed signs, yes, you are forward thinking, you're evolutionary, all of these wonderful things, but you also don't always love change, right? It can be challenging to change your mind once you've made up your mind on something, though you're usually fairly open to hearing someone else out, but it's got to be a really good argument, right? But this can be sometimes where you don't mind change as long as it's got a purpose, and as long as you've got the information that you need to make a good decision for yourself, right? So you also like to percolate on things. That's what I call it. I don't call it procrastination. I'm not procrastinating, I'm percolating, right? And it's because, you play out certain scenarios in your head, right? How could this possibly play out? What does this look like, right? And, and plus you tend to go within, right? So you don't always talk about things out in the open, right? You don't necessarily always wear your heart on your sleeve. So when you're ready to make a change, when you're ready to make that decision, you just jump right in, you leapfrog forward. But it's usually because you have asked the right questions and you've looked at the deep aspects of things, and you've kind of, waited for the right timing as well, right? Because you're not necessarily impulsive, but it may look to other people that you are. So in the Seven of Cups energy, there could be something that you're thinking about, something you're imagining, you're playing out all these scenarios in your head. And there is a danger of not making a choice, or not making a change, or not taking that step forward. So just be a little bit aware of that, because the Seven of Cups can kind of keep you a little bit stuck sometimes, and it can have you playing out your goals and your dreams in your head rather than in reality, okay? Your daydreams are wonderful, and this is a vision, and you can create your better tomorrow, you can create your future, but we do need to make sure that we get out of our head a little bit and into our heart and take some decisive action, okay? So this can be a real breakthrough for you guys at this time, and this can be, with this conjunction, something that's helping you to take that leap forward, right? Uranus energy is your modern chart ruler, and Uranus rules the Fool card. The Fool card is about jumping right in, taking that leap of faith, moving forward, trusting yourself that you're making the right decision, even if you don't know where something is going to take you, or what's going to happen, or if you're going to succeed, or if you're going to fail, or if you're going to, find obstacles along the way. It's about getting that first step and getting things started, getting the ball rolling. Okay, so just be aware of that energy. So this can be that big step back before you take a massive leap forward. Your life is in your hands. That a man can change himself and master his own destiny is the conclusion of every mind who is wide awake to the power of right thought. Christian D. Larson. All right. You have the power to change. You have the power to move forward. You have the power to let things go. You have the power to start something new, and you have the power to create the life that you want. Your life is in your hands. You have discernment, you have free will, and you have the ability to take that leap. So follow your goals and dreams here, Aquarius, whatever that looks like to you. Good luck in this conjunction. Okay, it's a big one for you guys. Okay, so good luck in this conjunction. And we're going to move on now to Pisces. Hello there, Pisces. How's it going? So we have this conjunction happening in your third astrological house. And your third house is ruled by Mercury. So you could find yourself really in a little bit of a deep thinking kind of energy here at this moment. You're thinking about your world. You're thinking about your future. You're thinking about your past. You're thinking about your present, right? So this can be a very mind-blowing, mind-expanding energy that's coming in here for you guys. You could be seeing things clearly at this time. You could be really recognizing the big picture of things and where you are in your life and where you want to be and what you need to release, what you need to break away from in order to get yourself to where you want to go. We do have a focus on communication, thinking, your devices, technology is at play in this energy. This also has to do with your travel, like short little trips here and there, your neighborhood, where you live, your social life, and of course your perception about things. So this can be an expansion of your mind. Maybe you are getting out and meeting new people, you're being a little bit more social, but you could have some changes going on in your social life here as well. Maybe you're feeling in some cases that you're not as connected with people around you as you used to be, and you're like, I gotta find new people, because we do change our energy, we do evolve, and of course, like attracts like, right? So we're not always energetically aligned with people that we might be connected with, and sometimes we feel that longing, that yearning to connect with people that are on our same vibration. So you can have some changes going on around there. There could be something shifting, something changing in your neighborhood as well. And because this is an expansive energy, you could all of a sudden find that the acreage at the end of your street is now being bulldozed to make way for some more houses or some higher density. This can be where maybe there's some renovations going on with some of your neighbors. Maybe someone's knocking down like a small house and building a big monster, that kind of thing. So there could be some changes going on in your neighborhood. You could be getting some new neighbors. That can be interesting for you. Because we do have, technology associated with the third house. Some of you could be getting some new devices, maybe a new phone, a new computer, that kind of thing, but it's likely because something breaks out of the blue. Okay, so it's likely because something just like almost blows up in front of you or something like that, and you're just like, oh man, I didn't really want to do this. But so on the bright side, you get something a little bit more up to date, right? But it's like maybe something that you didn't quite plan for, although it'll actually help you in the long run because maybe it's got better processing speeds or a bigger screen or whatever it happens to be. So you could have some changes going on with your devices around there as well. But some of you could be getting out and exploring your surroundings here as well, because the third house has to do with short trips. Short travel, so going like to the next city over, going on a road trip for the weekend and that kind of thing. So it can actually be kind of fun for you guys. We have keeping it in check. All right, nice little fun little loving otter there. Pay attention to what is going on around you. You may be moving into something too quickly or missing some important details. Okay, so very important energy here. And of course, the third house does happen rather quickly because it is matters of the mind. It is Mercury energy. Mercury is retrograde at the moment, and Mercury retrograde is about taking a step back, refocusing, revisiting, reviewing, okay, reassessing things. So just remember about that before you leapfrog into something. Make sure that you're assessing your situation, okay, because this can bring in some exciting energy with Jupiter Uranus, right? But it can be impulsive energy for some of you as well. So just be a little bit aware of that, okay? Impulsive in some cases might be fine, but other cases not so much. So just make sure you're doing that gut check before you leapfrog into something. We have the power within. This is wonderful energy, okay? You are filled with power, with strength, with light. You are filled with confidence, okay? Embrace your power within. You have the power to change. You have the power to create. You have the power to let things go. You have the power to start new things. You have the power to be courageous and bold and step out of your comfort zone. So your power within is activated. right here, right now. It's always there, but it's that extra power boost for you. All right, so great energy. So put your thoughts into motion, right? Put your big ideas down on paper and manifest them to life, whatever your situation happens to be. If you need to have an important conversation, right? Third house, all about communication. If you have to have an important conversation with somebody, right? Embrace your inner strength, your inner power, and have that conversation. Ask for what it is that you want. State your truth, state your case, right? Don't let anyone take your power away. This is a time where you are embracing your personal power. We have the Ten of Swords. Difficult card, right? Ten of Swords, about making a difficult decision. It's about letting things go. It's a very challenging energy. It is an energy of bringing things to an end or a conclusion. It can be the end of a cycle. It could be the end of a certain way of thinking. It can be something breaking, okay, in this as well, but there's something better on the horizon. And we do quite often need to let certain things go to embrace a better way of living, of being, of doing. So in the Ten of Swords energy, you could have very difficult decisions to make. You have some changes to make, right? And in those changes, they're not always easy, right? But in this energy, this is the reminder that, sometimes sometimes the best laid plans don't work. Sometimes we do need to recognize the things that are causing us grief or pain or struggles or doubts, the things that are causing us challenges in our life, right? We can either overcome our challenges, or if something is just always like a roadblock for us, we do need to you embrace a little bit of discernment and say, am I holding on to this too tight, or do I need to let it go? Is there a better way of living, a better way of thinking, a better way of being, right? And yes, there is, because the Ten of Swords always reminds us that one door closes, one chapter closes, another one opens. Something breaks so that something can be renewed. That we do quite often have to face something, let go of old stories that we tell ourselves. We've got to face our fears, things like that. But everything is a cycle in life, and we do need to have a look and see, where do we need to let go of things? What do we need to put an end to? Because there's something wonderful on the horizon, something better on the horizon for you. The sun always sets, right? The sun, it's always darkest just before the dawn, right? So if you feel in some area of your life that you're feeling challenged, you're feeling like you hit rock bottom, remember that there's only one way to go, and that is up, right? There's always something better. And even if we do need to close a chapter on our lives, we are opening to something newer, something better, something more wonderful, something more joyous, something more vibrant. But the Ten of Swords, yeah, a little bit of a challenging card, okay? This can also represent Mercury retrograde as well. It's like, oh, okay, it's like, oh, that's not working. I got to go back to the drawing board, right? So, but this can help you bring in some closure, all right? The law of attraction is always listening. Very important key to manifestation. If you think life is hard and a struggle, then by the law of attraction, your life will be hard and a struggle. Begin right now to say instead, life is effortless and easy. Life is amazing. Everything good comes to me. Everything always works out perfectly for me. Very important, all right? We want to, if we find ourselves going into this Ten of Swords rabbit hole, right? Negativity, doubts, fears, playing into all those, feeling browbeaten, feeling defeated, right? We want to take a step back, recenter, refocus, regroup, renew, and change our perspective. Change how we're wording things in our life. I'm not going to try that. That never works out for me. Well, if you think this never works out for you, it'll never work out for you, right? We want to embrace wonderful, positive energy and vibes. If you're going through difficulties, life is effortless and easy. If you're feeling a little bit down, life is amazing. We can speak our changes and we can speak things into existence, right? And we need to remember that. What the energy that we put out is what we get back. The words that we say attract those words back. So we need to just make sure that we're consciously aware of that and make an effort to change our energies, our perspectives, and our words when we are in that negative rabbit hole. Very important. I'm going to leave that there for you guys. All right. I hope there was something here for you. Good luck in this conjunction. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.